Hello and welcome. My name is Jodie Jordan, and this is the May 2024 card class, and it is featuring the Adventurous Skies bundle. I'm also including this Simply Said for this card, birthday wishes, and all the ladies will include in the packet will receive the basic gray and smoky slate pearls. At the time that I ordered all the stuff for our class, I wanted to get the actual gems that went with the suite, the industrial trinkets, but they were out of stock. They're back in stock now, but I wouldn't have been able to get them in time for the class. As cute as they are pretty bulky and add a lot of weight to your cards. So if you did decide that you want to order these, you will definitely probably need to maybe not put so much dimension on your card or add extra postage. But anyways, these are the ones in the card kit. I just wanted to let you know why I did not have these in the kit, because normally I would have ordered these because it went with the suite. So your kit is going to include, so this is basically how your kit will come, except for it'll come in a packet like this. There'll be two because everyone can make 2 cards. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get all my tiny pieces glued together, because this little propeller is so small, so I want to make sure that I get everything glued together so I don't have to worry about losing that. That's the first thing that I'm suggesting that you do, is find your propellers and get those glued down, and the rest of your airplane, so that is just done. And you don't put glue on this top part. I'm sorry. It won't matter because I'm going to pop it up on dimensional, so we don't have to worry about it sticking to the paper. But for this card, we will not need to glue that part down. My craft room is so hot. I forgot I had turned off my fan. Let me turn it back on because it's so hot in here. Oh, I think that's high. Sorry about that, but it's so hot in here, I don't think I can make it through the video. Okay. Definitely less glue the better, especially with this foil paper, because it smears so easy. I just put one little tiny bead of glue on here for the propeller. And then I just used my take your pick tool to kind of hold it down until it dried. It does slide a little bit, so you just gotta kind of hold it there. And I'm going to set this to the side and let it dry. Okay, I'm going to bring in a scratch piece of paper. Actually, let's just go ahead and start applying some of the layers. So the first thing is I have my card base. Just going to put that. Then we have this piece. I feel like I have a clog in my glue. This is a quick and easy card to put together, but it is a lot of die cutting. If you're gonna, like, if you wanted to do multiples, it is a lot of die cutting, but the die cutting is so worth it because it's just really a cute card. I really messed that up, didn't I? Okay, and then now the navy. Because there's so much dimension with the airplane, I didn't pop any of these other layers up. This little piece right here, I'm going to use Night of Navy ink. We're going to use the largest cloud stamp. And I'm just going to leave that out. I'm going to go ahead and die cut this real quick. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in a little scratch piece of paper, and I'm going to get one of my blending brushes, and I'm just going to go around the edges, just a little bit to give it some extra sky and color. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and stamp the these clouds at the bottom, and I'm gonna bring it down a little bit so it's just kind of like not totally on the page. I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit. I'm gonna do that twice. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in the birthday wishes stamp from the Simply Said, and I'm going to put that up in the right hand corner. Okay. And we are done with our ink. So first I'm going to adhere my plane down because I want to make sure that before I put my cloud that I have everything lined up how I want. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. I'm just going to grab one of these edge strips here and put on the back. And I'm going to go ahead and put one right here just so that kind of sticks down. And I'm going to kind of have them kind of at an angle a little bit. Then I'm going to pop up my clouds, and I'm only going to put part of this on here, so I want to make sure that I don't put the dimensionals all the way over. I did that on my last card and I got glue all over my, or dimensional all over my scissors. Okay. Oops. I think that's pretty good. And I'm going to just flip this over and cut this off. And then I will adhere this to the front. And then there should be, for each card, one more panel that's going to go on the inside. And I'm just going to pick one of the smaller airplanes. I think I'll go with this one, and I'm just going to stamp it in the corner of the inside panel, and I'm going to have it kind of shooting up. and we'll glue that on the inside as well. Now you could put Happy Father's Day on here. Father's Day is coming up. I'm going to need more birthday cards. I really run low on the masculine cards for birthday, so I'm making mostly birthday cards for this. I only need one Father's Day card, so but there's also you could put happy birthday, and then you could put you're the best, plain and simple, on the inside if you wanted. So, you know, whatever you want. I'm just going to leave it plain for that reason. Now, I'm using the Festive Pearls because I forgot when I ordered. I only ordered enough for the ladies in my class, and I forgot to order myself a pack. So I'm just going to put one right there on the propeller. And then I'm going to put one up here by the birthday wishes and one on the other side of birthday wishes, just to add some little bling. And that's card number 1. Pretty cute. Okay. Okay, for this card, I'm not going to show you how to do all the cutting and all that. So I cased this card from a YouTuber by the name, or her YouTube channel is Inspiring Inking, and I just really love this card, and I really wanted the ladies to be able to make it. Normally my class is just, it's not even really kind of so much a class, but it, you know, we basically do card kits and do some new techniques every once in a while. But this card is so cute. I completely cased it and kept it exactly the same way that she did because it was so cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link in the description below this video. I will put on YouTube. I will put the in case you want to learn how to do all these cuts. In the meantime, for the class, you're going to want to go through and reinforce all these folds. And you're going to have, basically, it's going to fold like that. This is going to fold forward. This is going to be folding forward. And then forward, forward. So you got all mountain folds. And then this will be a valley. So it'll sit like a W. I think that's what they call this, like a W card or something like that. But you want to go through and fold all these really good. Even though in your card kit that you got from me, I did not go through and do this for all the cards. It would take me forever because, and also I believe she might be from the UK. I'm not sure. She gives 2 different measurements, and when she, you know, your PDF has the US measurements, but it does not fit in the standard envelope. So I'm going to make envelopes for you guys to put these in, or maybe I can find some in my stash that's big enough for this. But anyway, I just wanted to go through the you know, the part that where we put it to, you know, we're putting it together. So I know some of you couldn't attend the class. Vacations are starting and things like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you how this went together. So I'm going to use this, the biggest airplane stamp, and I'm using Night of Navy. And I am going to just stamp that. And then I'm also going to, let's see, I have a little banner piece somewhere. My desk is a total mess, and if you guys follow me at all, you know I can't stand it. It drives me nuts, but it's what it is. What it is. I've been working all week to try and get these cards together, and I haven't had time to clean. So I'm just using the happy birthday. Again, you could, I think there was a, actually the happy birthday is the only one, or you could put to my friend, unless you brought in this stamp set, and then you could maybe do a thank you, or I don't know if Let's Celebrate will fit on here. But I'm just going to try and go as closer over to the right of the flagged part of the banner and stamp. And I completely messed that up, so we're going to flip that over and try again. I might have to stick my head in the camera because I can't see very well. Okay, good. I got the edges a little bit, but it'll be okay. Okay, so I'm going to let those edges dry a little bit. I think I'm going to end up cutting another one. But anyways, okay, so what I did for this was I have the old watercolor pencils. I keep forgetting to buy the new ones. There's only like a couple colors in there that are different. But I thought that the Cajun Craze and then of course the Night of Navy would go with the papers that's going to match this. So all I'm doing is just giving this just a little bit of color. I'm not going to like go into drastic detail about coloring it, and I'm just going to lightly do it because I just want to add just a little bit of color. Now, what she did was she used a blender pen, and I do not own a blender pen. I tried doing this with the watercolor, what are those, the water pens or whatever those are, and they were a little bit too wet. I'm not using watercolor paper. So what I ended up doing was I do have a color lifter, and that's what I ended up using was the color lifter, just to give it that, a little bit of color, just to kind of smooth out this right here. Trying to look and see what I did on my other one. Like I said, I didn't put very much color at all, just a little bit here and there to give it some color. I didn't want it to be completely white. Once I pull out the paper, or if you've seen her video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. With the color, and then I'm going to go ahead and color the wheels. This is Cajun Craze, by the way, instead of copper clay. I didn't have copper clay markers, and I could have done like the whole painting it in thing, but I was just like, it's not that big of a deal to me. The card is so cute. They're not even going to really, it's not that big. So this usually will take the color up. But if you're real light with it, it'll just blend it in before it takes the color up. It's just getting it kind of wet. Again, this is not what you should use, but this is what I had. So sometimes you just got to go with what you got. I keep putting it on my list, and then it's like, something else I want really bad. So I take it off my list to get the color lifter or whatever. Now, the blender pens. Now I'm just going to go right on in here. I'm not even going to try and take the color off because I'm in a hurry and it really doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm just kind of blending in the color a little bit. Just to smooth it out. Okay, and then I'm going to find the scratch to make sure my pins. So now I'm going to die cut this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to take my paper snips and I'm going to whack off this right here. This is the exact same thing that she did. She just made this like a little banner piece. So you just kind of cut in, do the little snip, snip, and snip, just to make it match the other one. I'm sure I probably have a die in there that will do this exact same thing, but I was trying to make it quick. I may not do this for... I stamped this like 5 times after I... Hopefully I don't have that much problems, because if I'm having problems with it, then that means in the class we'll end up having problems with it. Okay, so now let's get this all together here. So we have 2 panel pieces that are going to go on each side. And like for me, I like it to kind of line up. Not that it really doesn't matter because it's so far in distance that you aren't going to be able to tell. But if that's important to you, like, then when you get your kit, I cut them. Okay, I'm having issues with this. And I don't feel like, let me see if I can. All right. I'm trying to go with the flow today because I am behind on everything and I just want to get it done. This is such a cute card. I hope the ladies really like it because I don't normally like copy a card exact, but this one was so stinking cute. Like she really did her thing with this one and I love it. The colors and everything look good. I was going to do some other cards, different cards, but then I changed my mind when I seen this one. Okay, and then you're going to get like a stack of these, and they're going to go in the top and in the bottom. So you got to, like that, those two go together. And those two go together. So I'll just do it just like that, top and bottom. I showed my son these cards and he said I should have sold these at the Sun and Fun. So I live in Bartow, Lakeland area in Florida, and we have an airport here that they do like an air show every year. I've never been. I think they just celebrated like a big year this year. I don't know. But my son's always trying to get me to sell my stuff to somebody, so. Okay. Actually, to just put this card together, it's pretty easy. It's the cutting that takes the time because of all the lines that you have to score and cut, and you want to make sure you don't go over and all that. And then you're going to get 2 strips like this. And I just want to make sure that the clouds are going in the right direction. I was going to do a video on cutting all this because in her video she didn't show how to get your designer series paper pieces lined up like so they match, but honestly this really doesn't matter. This is everything's so far apart that it's not going to matter. For me, I just want to make sure I don't have them upside down. Now, if you were making your own card, you could decide. I went back and forth about whether or not I was going to cut this piece because I'm cutting for a class and it's like sometimes my paper was running real low. But she put a piece here and it's going to get covered up, but I went ahead and done it just because I loved her card so much. Okay. All right, right, so in your kit, you're going to get one of these circles, and you're going to get one of these circles. I'm just going to glue this or tape this down. And then I'm just going to put a lot of tape or whatever, glue, whatever you're using, right here in the center. I don't know about you guys, but I miss the old snail. The old snail would just keep rolling. Now make sure you have your clouds the right way. And just put this right in the center. And then I use dimensionals for the rest. For the back of this, I'm going to use like a little strip of the, like, not a whole one, just the little edge piece here. I hope I'm in the camera. I'm probably not even in the camera. Okay, I can tell I went over and I don't want it to show. This card's too cute to be messing it up, so I want it to look right. Okay, so then this is going to go at the bottom down here. And then I'm just going to throw some dimensionals on the back of the plane. My son and his friend both own airplanes, so I'm going to have to come up with some more cards that he hasn't seen for like his birthday and stuff. I'll have to make his red because his plane is red and his friend Cedric's plane is blue. And then I'm going to kind of make it to where it looks like it's kind of taken off a little bit. And so that is the card. Oh, I forgot. So for her, she put one of these on the back, and then she put a white one. The card kit is going to come with two white ones. I think it looks weird with one, you know, not knocking. I did change that, but no one's going to care about that part. But this is just so you can sign the back of your card. I didn't want to waste my designer series paper to go on the back of the card. When it sits on someone's desk or mantle, they don't see the back anyway. So, and this just gives you more room to write. Or you could stamp some more planes on here if you wanted. That would be cute. That actually is a good idea. If you wanted to do that. Okay, so it's like one of those W cards, or you could do it the other way and make it, which we can't now that we got that on there, but that basically your card will stand up, and it should go into an envelope, but it's too tall to fit into one of ours. So I'm gonna either find an envelope for the ladies, or I will make them one. Pretty much what it is I could have just changed the measurements, but I didn't want to go through all that. I was just trying to, I really like this card. I didn't care if I had to make an envelope. I buy like inexpensive, lighter cardstock to make envelopes anyways, so it wasn't a big deal, but that's card number 2. Okay, card number 3 is really easy. And super masculine. It's got the really masculine, like browns and like that. What do they call that? Like a cognac-y brown. The color is, what is it? Copper clay, but like when you see real masculine, like leathers and things like that, that's what this color reminds me of. So we're just going to glue that on. And I thought about making this the copper clay color, but I thought it just didn't stand out enough. So I made it the gray. And I don't think the gray and the silver look too bad together, but, you know, this right here would have been way too much of the copper clay. So, okay, so we got that ready. Now we're going to just apply our layers. I'm going to apply this layer and this one last because I'm going to stamp on those. Okay, and then we're going to take this strip and just put it all the way across. I tried to keep it as much in the middle as I could. And then we're going to apply this layer. I'm going to order a ton of this DSP because I want to have it like hoard it a little bit, just because if I need to make anything for my son in the future, I'll have some airplane paper, I guess. Okay, I'm off on the measurements a little bit, but no big deal because we can always cut that off. And then I'm going to wait to put my propeller on, even though, well, I'm going to encourage the ladies in the class to put it on first because I don't want them to lose it. So I guess I can go ahead and put it on. Okay. All right, so then I'm going to bring in copper clay ink. I'm going to lay my card to the side. For the outside, I picked You're the Best, Plain and Simple. And then for the inside, we're going to put Happy Father's Day. And that's all the stamping. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside. Then I'm going to glue this down. Actually, I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just glue this down. I was going to put it on dimensionals because there's so many layers, but it'll be okay. I'm going to put dimensionals on my plane. Just want one up here to kind of hold this down. I take that one off because it was kind of showing through. Okay, and then I'm going to make it to where the plane is kind of, looks like it's kind of taken off. And then again, you guys will, if you took the class, you will get these, but I'm using these that are retired. So you'll get a full pack of the basic gray and smoky slate pearls. I forgot to order myself some, so I'm going to use these. And that's card 3. Okay, so if you are interested in my card class, next month is we're going to celebrate 1 year of meeting up for card class. I do hold, it's in person on the last Friday of every month. And if you do not live near me, don't worry, I have an online version. And if you check my Facebook page, there will be a link to register on Monday. So I hope you all sign up. We're going to have games and some prize patrols, and we're going to make it fun. And I'm probably going to bring in some treats just because it is our 1 year anniversary and we want to celebrate. So if you're interested in that, you can click in the link below and join my email list, and you'll get a personal invite from me through email, or you can check it out on Facebook on Monday. Thanks. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.